I was trying to think of a funny bit to do to start the stream, but I don't know. I don't got one. It's 1:30 a.m. We've got a hard control mirror match. I'm super excited. ZaZ333 here is bringing Aphra Blue, which is a deck that I've been hyping for a long time, and I think it gets a lot of stuff from the new set, so I'm excited to see how it ends up working. And we got Sobek here also is playing Bossk Blue. And he's still coming here. We're starting a couple minutes early, so he's not late or anything. ZaZ333 was just playing with some dice. So here's the bracket of the top cut so far. We ended up doing top 24 this month because we had over 100 players. It just didn't make sense to, you know, when in the way that our league format works, it was everyone basically that was 6-2 or higher. I think it was everyone. I don't think there were any 6-2s that missed, and I don't think there were any 5-3s that made it, or whatever the equivalent is with the weekly point. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about our numbers. And we've had one match that was played this morning between Dashuga and Chianyuki, and Dashuga took it down 2-1 in a really close one. It went for like an hour and 15. So I'm excited to see how that one turns out. The winner of this match gets to play Jonah Niklas on Anakin Blue. So, and I think both these decks should be favored in Anakin Blue. So, yeah, we could be playing for a top 8 spot. But I mean, Anakin Blue, especially piloted by Jonah Niklas, you know, it can definitely make a run for it into either of these hard control decks if I can get some big swings off. But while we're waiting for the players to show up, let's take a look at the list. Here's ZaZ333's Aphra deck. I'm super excited. It looks like we just got Sobek into the room, so should be getting started pretty soon. This is ZaZ333's deck. There's a lot of new stuff. Merciless Contest is a big new addition. Unmasking the Conspiracy can be big also. Fine Edition sometimes is cool. I find it weird he's only on 2 copies of Enticing Reward. That's, I think one of the better cards in this deck. It's very important. Also, notably, you can't tell, obviously, but this is a 52-card main deck. And he's got some really interesting choices in the sideboard as well. Scanning Officer, Force Choke. What's that card? Is that Disruptive Blast? So yeah, we'll see. And then the third Enticing Reward's in there. Enticing Reward probably not going to be massive in this deck. I mean, maybe it will be, depending on what ends up getting played, but we'll see. This is Sobek's Bossk deck. It's a bit more unit-focused than the Aphra deck, but it also relies on drawing cards from a bounty and Death Mark instead of Enticing Reward this time, though. Crate Dragon is can be a threat in this matchup, but we'll see. We'll see if it ends up being one. Only one in the main board and a second one in the side. And it looks like we're getting started here in game 1. Good luck to both players, especially to ZaZ333 playing Aphra. I really don't know who is favored here. It really could go either way. I think all 3 of these games are most likely going to come down to mill. All right. Aphra's going to mill here. Aphra may seem to be disadvantaged because of the mill, but she is running 3 restocks in the main deck, whereas Sobek's only running 1. So ZaZ could potentially, trap Sobek out of restocks more easily. Anyway, so we saw a mutual pass out on turn 1, and I think so. Yeah, Sobek opens with a pass in round 2. And ZaZ's going to take the initiative, and onward we go. Ooh, Vigilance milled there. That's not what you want to see. Aphra's mills are sometimes a double-edged sword. Like, it gets you to your end game faster, but sometimes it can hit strategic cards. But she also lets you pick cards back up from the discard. So you're effectively playing a card up on your opponent, because she's always going to be able to regenerate that one card, which sometimes matters, and especially in control mirrors like this, it can matter a lot if it swings the game. I don't think so. Yeah, they're confused. You don't mill on turn 1 with Aphra. All right, first unit of the game. Risky move, but no enticing reward for the punish. But we are just going to see Merciless Contest take out the Childs in here. Merciless Contest is a huge boon to both these decks. I believe, are they both running 3 copies of it? I'm not actually sure. Ooh, Sobek picks up his restock. Another thing that could come in handy in this matchup is that unmasking the conspiracy in ZaZ's hand. Sobek taking time to read the Aphra. It is the Aphra flip turn here. Also the Bossk flip turn, notably. Sobek's asking if he knows which card gets picked. I mean, yeah. Cards in the discard are always public knowledge. All right. And we've got another Child Son. Revealing 4 here. And we got the Power of the Dark Side from ZaZ to answer it. Here's the Bossk. And ZaZ gets initiative. Not good for the Aphra to play to try and get some of these cards back. me check the discard here. So we've got 3, 4, and 9. Yeah, so just 3 cards. Just 3 different costs here. Another 3 out of the Mists. So Aphra's not pumped yet. Just a 2/5. Here comes Dr. Pershing. Pershing is a strategic card here in this matchup. It'll allow Sobek to actually start generating some card advantage. And as we can see, ZaZ doesn't have an immediate out to it. He can flip Aphra and then set up an out to it later. He's also got this Bounty Hunter crew, which can ambush it after it uses its ability once. And pull something else back out of the discard. But it's actually just going to be Frozen and Carbonite. Not even giving that Pershing a chance to tap once. And we're going on to the next round. There's 1 restock milled for ZaZ. And we're at 8 resources. And here's an Unmasking the Conspiracy getting played here. And it's going to be that restock. I think, let me check the list, but I believe that's Sobek's only copy of restock. Yeah, he's only one in the main. He's got a second one in the sideboard. But that could be bad news. If there's no out to it here. And ZaZ's now starting the mill game, and he hits... Oh, he hits 2 copies of Vigilance. That's massive. And he hits all 3 copies of Vigilance. That might just be the game right there. Wow. That is the dream Vigilance in this matchup. Vigilance to mill all 3 of your opponent's Vigilances. I mean, you're ecstatic when you see just 1. But wow. Right after the Unmasking the Conspiracy play too. If ZaZ loses this one, he's... Wow. It'd be hard to imagine. And Aphra still hasn't flipped yet here. Let's see where we're at. We've got to be at... We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 9. Yeah, so no matter what, this Aphra could flip into being a 5. All right, we're going to see Vigilance here. Mill 6. Crate Dragon hit. All the strategic cards gone. There's another unit committed to the board here for ZaZ, or for Sobek, with ZaZ having those Super Laser Blast in hand. Although, I mean, ZaZ is getting kind of low on card advantage, on cards here. And he doesn't have a ton of removal. But I think he's got enough. At least to hold out for a while. So we're going to see Super Laser Blast. That clears the board. Sobek is going to respond, it looks like, with client, possibly into Survivor's Gauntlet as well, which is going to set up this second Super Laser Blast. And from there, it's Avengers, and they're going to be 1-for-1ing with whatever removals ZaZ333 can pick up. Sobek's got only 16 cards left in the deck. ZaZ333's looking through the discard pile, though. I think he might be contemplating an Aphra flip. Try and get some of that cards back. He is down 7 cards to 3. A flip would make it 7-5 instead. He's just going to take initiative, and we'll see. Yep, that Gauntlet is going to be committed to the board here. And we're moving on. Yeah, Devotion's just going to get resourced here. Devotion, I think, is in there for the aggro matchups. Now, I mean, these are two like non-strategic units, but I think you're fine using the blast on them anyway, if just for the +1, and then it's tees up your Merciless contest for other threats. Okay, goes for the Entrenched. I think that's just being greedy, which, it's fine to be greedy sometimes. But, I mean, so remember, like, for every card that you get, like, using the Entrenched and trying to bait the Avenger out here gets you 1 extra card value off the Super Laser Blast. But at the same time, you also lose the Entrenched. So you're really coming out the same on card advantage. So I'm not a major fan of that play. And ZaZ333's got so many resources. He's up to I think 12 now, once everything's going to be counted. All right, chat, I think we're live again. Sorry about that. I did record everything that was not on stream, and I'll upload the whole thing later. But ZaZ333's up 1. Spoiler alert. I don't know if we got this on stream, but ZaZ333 hit this epic vigilance. He was like, all right, I'm unmasking the conspiracy, discard your restock, and then play Vigilance and Mills, all 3 copies of Vigilance. And it looks like the stream might be dropping again. Whatever. We're still recording all of it, so it'll be on YouTube eventually. And that might be the 3rd copy of Unmasking the Conspiracy. And I think Sobek might be favored here. He's in a pretty strong position. Lots of strategic assets for ZaZ333 put in the pile. Here's Pershing. Pershing is going to get hit with a enticing reward, and then it's going to be we got 26 cards left for Sobek, only 12, I guess 22, or I guess 20. So basically 20 cards left for ZaZ333, 26 for Sobek. All right, and Zazie is just going to aggressively play this restock. This is a thing that I've noticed in watching previous Zazie matches is that he likes to do proactive restocks for some reason. And I can't quite tell what the strategy is behind it, but it seems to work out for him. He might be doing it to dodge like hand control cards. Like Bayzid.